can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tune in every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody. Hey guys, it's me, Sylvia. Hey pretty chick. Hey Miss Richard. You guys, I didn't see you guys this morning. How you guys doing? I'm waiting for some folks to get on up in here. All is well. I am doing wonderful. I am doing wonderful. It is Friday. Woo woo. It's Friday. The weekend is here. The weekend is here. It's Friday. I'm excited for the weekend. No. Where the folks at? Where the people at? Hey Mimi, what's up? I was gonna wait. Hold on a second. I was going to wait. What's that song say? They do that little dance and then they say, wait. Okay. Okay, here's what I have for you guys. I know a lot of folks, the Nesto group folks, are waiting for a trial to begin in November. A trial to begin in November, but I got some sad news for them. You know what's the sad news, y'all? You know what's the sad news? They won't see a trial in November. They're going to be still listening to those phone calls. They're not going to see a trial in November. You know why? A little birdie. Little birdie. I told you guys on members only what's happening in Fulton County, right? I told y'all. You got to go members only to find out what's going on in Fulton County. I told you why it's not going to be a trial for Ernest William in regard to Fulton County. Miss Richard, you have a membership. You go in that membership and you'll see what I said. Go into the membership. You'll see what I said, why it's not going to be a trial in November. It's a fact. There's not going to be a trial in November. So they're going to continue doing their little listening to the phone calls. We're going to be doing that for the next couple of weeks. I know. Oh, you're being funny. You're being funny. It's not going to be a trial. It is not going to be a trial in November, on November the 12th. It's not going to be a trial. So they're going to keep sitting and wait. And let me give you this is my prediction of the other thing, not the trial. Trial, I know for a fact is not going to be a trial in November. But I'm going to tell you what my prediction is going to be. Anybody want to know my prediction? Anybody want to know what my prediction is? This is just my prediction. Anybody want to know? And it's not, and I can tell you that I'm like 80% correct in my prediction. My prediction is, okay, and I'm going to show you some valid reason. And let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys for a second. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up for a minute for you guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. And I'm going to give you my prediction on why I say what I say. Okay, I'm going to go ahead on and do judge. Hold on a second. Let me put Ernest Williams' name in here. Williams. Ernest. And then I'm going to go to this. Okay. All right. Let me show you guys this for a second. All right. We're going to have a teachable moment here. All right. Let me share this with you guys. Okay. You guys see this? All right. You see Ernest Williams, right? And you see these 3 different cases. The one that this is the open case for the RICO one. This is the RICO case. This one here is, I think, the SA case with that young lady. That's that one. That was finally indicted. Then you see the what we call the truck, and then you see the forgery, right? Those are the 3 cases, right? You got the forgery, which is this one, and you see as the identity fraud, the forgery in first degree, theft by service, deposit account fraud. You have forgery in third degree, and then the account deposit, right? And then you see the indictment, right? You see that, right? And you see the non-complex, and it was done. You see that, right? Then you have the criminal indictment, paperwork, and all that, right? And the only thing you have here is just the indictment. You'll have no motions or nothing like that on here, right? Nothing. Okay. It's an open case. This one here, you see they don't even have any assignment of the attorney on here. They don't have anything. You see how they just have it just thrown in here without any kind of like stuff. It's just blank. Like they just throwed it in there just to be doing something. Okay, that's that one. Okay. Remember that one. That's the forgery one. Okay, that's the first one. Let me stop sharing for a second. Let me go back. Okay, we're going to go back. Let me share it again. Let me share it with you guys again. Hold on, let me share it with you guys again. Okay, we're going back. Now we're going to the second one. That was the first one where you saw nothing was really like put in there. It was just they just threw it in there. You don't see the attorney names or nothing in there, right? Now you're going to the second one. This is the one with the truck right here. You see right here, you see the judge name. You see defendant. You don't see anything on attorney, nothing on the attorney. You don't see anything there. Only thing you see, identity fraud, which is going to be the truck. They have the date of 1/28/2020, which is the truck situation. And it's just blank, nothing else, no information, right? They just threw it in there. They threw it in there to try to get that suppression thing not go through. So they had to do a conviction. Indictment in order for the judge to rule on behalf of the state, right? Let's go back. And then the third one, this one is the SA crime, right? You see the SA, you have the old attorney. See how all that the activity of the attorneys is all in here like this, right? You have Hoover, you have his old attorney, Hannah, right? And you have the charges, right? You see the R, you see the felony, and you see 3 of them was not brought to the grand jury. You have the S battery, which he had before. They took that out. They didn't present it when they got the indictment. They have the conspiracy that's not brought in, and they have that. So you have 3 charges taken away. We have 5, 6, and 7 taken away. You have 1 through 4. You have the R, aggravated S, B. You have the aggravated sodomy on here, right? You have those. Okay, right? And you have the attorney's information in the paperwork here, right? You have that. Remember the other ones didn't have all of that, all of this attorney stuff. It's just thrown in there. I don't know why they didn't put all the information in there. It's just thrown in there. And they did the filing on that day. Because, they have to have an indictment. If they didn't put the indictment in, they would have to throw it away like they did the CP one. They had to throw the CP out because they had not indicted it. So they threw that out. Okay? So let's go back. And now the last one here is the RICO one. See the RICO one? You have all these attorneys' name in here. You have Ernest's attorneys right here. From the first person, which was Carol Lewis, you had Hannah, and then you have Sean Hoover. That's his attorney. And then you see all the charges on here, right? You see all of these in here. Okay, you see all of this. You see all of this. Only thing that was not presented to the grand jury was number 40, right? And then you see his co-defendant, Erica Hughley, right? And this is the last motion they did was denying the motion for to suppress the truck stuff, right? That was the last motion. Okay. Here's why my prediction, and what my prediction is, and why I believe my prediction is the way it is. Number one, the original motion for suppression of the this is me speaking. I am not an attorney. I have no legal background. This is just me giving you my opinion and what I have observed and what I have seen, what is going on in the court building and things like that. This is just my observation. Okay. Nothing I say is any legal binding or anything like that. I'm just giving you guys my observation, my opinion, which don't hold a hill of beans. So if anybody that's gonna go in and say some mess about, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just giving you my opinion in this, okay? And some of my observation. Number one observation that I have is the district attorney's office is in an uproar. When I say an uproar, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the district attorney's office. A lot of turnovers, a lot of people leaving, a lot of positions being changed, a lot of maneuvering around, people moving from one side of the DA's office to another, meaning like if somebody was in family and now they moved them over to, like, say, the gang unit, or somebody that was in the gang unit and move them over to let's say the R unit, the victims unit, right? Special unit of S victim. And then there's a lot of people who have quit the office, the Fulton office, the DA's office in Fulton County. There's a lot of people have quit. They're no longer there. There's quite a few. In fact, when I was there on Tuesday, I found out 2 more individuals that was working in Fulton County no longer there. They moved over to Cobb County. And there's a lot of DAs who have moved from Fulton to Gwinnett County. So Fulton is losing a lot of their tenured people, those who really knew the cases that there was being worked on. And so therefore, the ones that are coming in don't have a full clue of what's going on in those cases. And they're offering a lot of plea deals, y'all. A lot of plea deals are being offered. And then you saw that recently, the RICO case that they just was working on with the protesters. You saw how that case is being, the RICO part is being thrown out, and Judge Farmer is making that decision of throwing it out. He already contacted the AG, the Attorney General, and told the Attorney General that they don't have jurisdiction over that particular case, right? So that RICO part is being thrown out. There are a lot of stuff that's going on. And you guys have seen Ernest's case. His case has been in the works since 2022. And there have been several DAs that have been on this case. Wooten was not the first DA on this case. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring you about one of my old lives that I did where I hold on a second. For those who don't know anything about this, I am going to pull it up for you guys. Just hold on a second, my dears. Hold on a second. I'm going to just hold on a second. I'm pulling it up for y'all. Just a second. Hold on, wait a minute. Trying to pull it up for y'all. Hold on a second. Just a second. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up for y'all. Just hold on, hold on. Try and pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. I'm trying to remember what I titled it as. Hold on. Trying to pull it up. Okay, is this one here? Nope, it's not this one. Trying to pull it up for y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, where is it? I'm trying to find it. I think this is it. Hold on a second. I think this is it. I think this is it. Just hold on a second. Sorry. I know. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to locate it. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I thought I had it, but I don't. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up. Hmm. Just a second. I'm trying to pull up that hearing that I did. Okay, there it is. I found it, y'all. I found it. I found it. I found it. This is when I was showing y'all who the previous. Hold on a second. Let me bring it up. This is the previous bond hearing where Ernest had. This is when Rhonda and then all the other. She's gone. This DA is no longer working with Fulton County. She's gone. But she was like the third DA for Ernest's case. And Wooten's like the fourth, and Erlene is like the fifth or something like that. On infamous Sylvia. This is an exclusive on infamous Sylvia. This is an exclusive on infamous Sylvia. Here's when Ernest is coming out. This is an exclusive on infamous Sylvia. 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 All I'm doing this is an exclusive. Okay, we're gonna see what she says when she gets up when Judge Adams asks her a question. You know what? Let me find a real one, so y'all won't hear the infamous Sylvia part on there, because I have this infamous and on my I downloaded on one of my things. I'll play it with you guys one day. I just won't, but I just wanted to show you. This is when Judge Kimberly Adam was talking to y'all want it? Yeah. We'll do this another time. We'll do this another time, and I will let you hear what Judge Adam had said to them. Do y'all want to hear this? Y'all gonna keep hearing infamous Sylvia on this one. Y'all want to hear this, or do you want me to find the other one later on, the original one? I think I might. Let me see. It might be in my stuff here. Hold on a second. I don't think I have it here. Let's see. Hold on. I don't think I have it in my Wait a minute. They block Nesto's calls too from Fulton County? I mean from they block FOIA requests for Ernesto too, y'all? Is that true? Somebody posted that they block Nesto calls. Hold on a second. Is that true? Did they block Nesto's calls from Fulton County? I mean from Cobb County? Is that true? Is that true, y'all? Did they block? Hold on. Somebody just said that. Hold on. Do y'all know if they block Nesto's calls coming through too? Do y'all know if they did that for Nesto? I know Hoover got a chance to stop it now. Contact Cobb County and get them to stop it. Okay, somebody send me some Woody. Okay, hold on a second, y'all. Let me see what Woody do now. Oh wow! Did y'all see that? Somebody just sent me a picture of Woody and Yak wearing a shirt that says "I love Doug." Did y'all see that? I know I'm off topic. I'm off topic. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Somebody just sent it to me. Did y'all see that? Okay. All right. Sorry. Um. Okay. I am going to look for that video so you guys can have the original one. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see if it's in here because I probably got it somewhere in here. No. Okay. Let me go see something else. It's in my stuff. Let me go to my studio. Let's see if it's in my studio. It's my studio. Let me look at my videos. Let's see the private videos. Filtered it by. I'm looking for my videos, y'all. Let's see, filter it by titles. Let's see if it's visibility. Okay. I want to see the private and unlisted. I want to see unlisted, private. Let's see. Okay, I found it, y'all. I found it. It was under some weird name. Let me just title it, change the titles for y'all so I'll know what it is. Hold on a second. Let's see, visibility. I got it, y'all. I got it for y'all. I got it. I'm gonna play it for y'all now, okay? All right, here we go. I'm gonna put my watermark on it, so just in case somebody be trying to steal it. I got it, y'all. Miss Richards, I got it, Miss Richards. Okay, hold on. I'll put my watermark up. Put it right in the center of it. Okay, we're gonna play it now. There we go. Y'all ready? You guys ready now? You guys ready to hear it? Give me a thumbs up if you guys ready. Now listen to what Judge Adams say. Listen what these people are saying on the at the hearing, okay? Come on, class. Can we get some participation? Okay, thank you, Rosie, for participating. Everybody else is sleeping in the classroom. We could do this later on, Lady L. Thank you, Lady L. We could do this another time now. We don't have to do this since everybody's sleeping in the chat. Thank you, Patricia. We could do it another time. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Now listen to what they say, okay? I want my camera back. I don't have my camera no more, y'all. I lost it when I went to the city trial. I lost that camera. Oh, I want my camera back. I want my camera back.
All right, this is a matter of the state of Georgia versus Ernest Williams. The defendant is in custody under complaint number 23 CP 219961, charged in that complaint with aggravated sexual battery, rape, aggravated assault, sodomy, sexual battery, and trafficking a person for sexual servitude. It appears that Mr. Williams was arrested on July 7th of 2022 and has been continuously in custody since that time. The motion for bond was filed September 25th of this year. It appears that Mr. Williams' first appearance hearing was July 10th. Should that date be 23? Has he been in custody since July 22 or 23?
July 22.
All right. I'm seeing, I thought it was a first appearance form from July 10th of 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or did he have an earlier hearing?
He was in custody on other CP cases.
All right. So in connection with this complaint, there was a bond hearing in July of 23. During that hearing, a $50,000 bond was set on one of the counts. And there was subsequently appears a preliminary hearing. Is that correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And is your last name Rondon?
Yes, it is.
All right. And that is what brings you before the court. And so the court is ready.
Yes, Your Honor. Before you was Mr. Williams, he is 58 years old and he is a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. And he does have the majority of his family here, including his 6 children that are all grown adults. He has a 12th grade education from Richmond Academy, and prior to his arrest in 2022, he owned and operated several businesses. His incarceration has, of course, put those businesses on pause, and they've not been operating since then. He does have significant ties to the community, as he's been here his entire life. I do not believe Mr. Williams is a flight risk. I do see one FTA on his GCIC from 2004, but it is nearly 20 years old, and Mr. Williams is looking forward to his day in court to prove his innocence of all charges against him. I would ask Your Honor to please set a bond in this case, and for bond not to exceed $100,000 total.
The FTA from 2004 was in connection with what offense?
One moment, Your Honor. I believe that charge is a robbery.
identifying the information?
Your Honor, yes, it looks like the failure to appear was from a probation, and the charges are armed robbery and theft by receiving.
And are those charges still open and pending?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Day?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. We should say everything. The state is requesting no bond for Mr. Williams. We say that he was a danger to the community. In this case, Mr. Williams was met the victim at a gas station, basically befriended her, saying that he could help her with her career. She was a young woman, 19 years old, who wanted to go into the hair business. He's a person of means, and he's very much a local celebrity, video personality, and used that to deceive her and thinking that he could help her with her career. At some time, he met with her at his motor coach, took her to the back of that motor coach, and forcibly penetrated her, taking the penis from her vagina and anus area, Your Honor. She repeatedly said that she did not want to engage in sexual activity with him. He did threaten her and insist that she needed to engage in activities so that he could help her with her career. He also forced her to sign a contract in blood.
What does that mean?
Basically, he pricked her finger, Your Honor, took the blood, and she was young, getting 19, and felt compelled and coerced into these activities. Furthermore, we would say that he is a flight risk. There were several jail calls where he talked about leaving the country. One jail call he talked about having to go to Dubai, but he had means to do so. There were other jail calls where he discussed going out of state to Florida, as well as other locations. Not only to advance the community and employment, the victim is still very scared for her life. She is not pregnant for today, but it's necessary. The fact that she's still severely traumatized and the fear of him intimidating and becoming scared that she would be out. The state, Your Honor, based on all those facts, and the fact that he does have several cycles for criminal history. He had 19 cycles and at least 4 convictions. One conviction was in 1988 for theft. Another conviction was in 1990 for armed robbery and possession of a firearm. And another conviction, he had armed robbery again. That was related to the failure to appear as discussed by the defense.
Was that a conviction
Watch what the judge asked them.
in 2004, or has that case not been formally charged?
The armed
And
robbery.
let me just be clear, counsel, I'm not interested in cycles, I'm interested in felony convictions.
Yes, Your Honor. These are convictions that I'm relating to, Your Honor.
All right, so we have a 1990 armed robbery, a 1988 theft,
And in 1992 armed robbery again, Your Honor. There was also a 2006 false statement, guilty conviction, Your Honor.
all right? So let's go back to the 1988 theft case. Where did that occur?
In Folsom County, Your
For what judge?
Honor.
What was the sentence?
Your Honor, because that case was in 1988, I do not have the full reading. I do know that he was sentenced to 4 years of probation and that it occurred, the sentencing was in August of 1989.
And the 1990 armed robbery, what jurisdiction?
That was in Cobb County, Your Honor.
The sentence in that case?
The judge is not playing.
Your Honor, I do not have the sentence for the Cobb County. I just know that it was a 10-year conviction.
Did it be sentenced to 10 years?
Yes, Your Honor. 10 years of compliance.
Let me just suggest to the state that going forward, when we have these kinds of hearings, the prior history is helpful to the court, and that includes the date of conviction, the nature of the charge, the jurisdiction, and the sentence.
Thank
All of that information. I don't know what other judges need, but that's what I need.
you, Your Honor.
That's to the 1992 armed robbery.
That was county, Your Honor. He was sentenced to 10 years.
So is that a concurrent sentence to the Cobb case?
It is, Your Honor.
And was it a straight custodial sentence?
It was 10 years of compliance.
Right. say straight, was there any period of probation
No,
or?
Your Honor, it looks like it's straight.
Finish my question, Ms. Taylor. All right, and the fourth conviction was what?
It was for giving false statements, Your Honor, in Cobb County on August 9th of 2006.
The sentence?
It looks like he was sentenced to 1 year of confinement, Your Honor. Straight confinement.
What the jurisdiction for that one again, please?
That was in Cobb County.
Cobb. Anything else?
No, there are several pending charges. They are CP numbers, the state is.
I'd like to know a bit about those because when I look at the booking information, I have there quite a number you indicated cycles, but I'm unable to tell what the status of most of these cases is. So, how many pending unindicted cases are there?
So there are 4 pending unindicted cases, Your Honor. There were 2 others that were dismissed, but will likely be brought again. There's pending investigation on those cases.
Do you have the incident dates from the pending cases?
So one case was on July 12th. Another one on,
July 12th of what year?
I'm sorry, one case is September 27th of
All right,
2021.
you're losing counsel. Are we talking about July 12th or September?
I'm sorry, it's September.
Date again, please. Can we pull the door up? I can't hear.
September 22nd, 2021. It is a section case.
What jurisdiction are all of these in Fulton? All right.
There's another case that is June 23rd, 2021. It is set by section 1. There is a case from July 7th of 2022. It is for possession of child pornography. And there is, if you're ready on, there's also a case for death by deception on June 4th of 2022, also by Fulton County, death by deception.
I guess the question becomes, if you contend that he's such a danger to the community on flight risk, why do we have all these pending cases, particularly the one involving child pornography, that involves allegations of child pornography?
Yes, Your Honor. We've been in contact with the law enforcement agency and we're awaiting several pieces of child sexually explicit material that has to be used before we indict it. We want to make sure we have the full charges.
Well, how sure you have to be for something that's alleged to occur over you? Right? And the reason I'm asking that question is because if the state contends, as you've argued, and I think I understand your argument to some extent, that Mr. Williams is dangerous. If he was arrested for child pornography in July of 22, and the state wasn't diligent in moving forward with prosecution, he's back out. Now we have a second alleged victim of similar crimes.
Your Honor, actually, the case was kind of simultaneous.
What's the incident date for this case?
When he was arrested,
I
this
just need
case,
to know the incident date.
this case was July of 2022.
All right. July of what? When I say this case, I mean the CP case for which the court is holding the bond here.
Your Honor, I have to give some background.
Now you can answer my question first. What is the date for the
Y'all see that? Not prepared at all. The judge is not playing with them. The judge is not playing with it. They don't even have information on the case that they bring them for. Come on now.
Case that's on the calendar.
The date for the aggravated sexual battery is 2019.
When in 2019?
January 8th, 2019.
All right. Now you can give me the background information.
As I was saying, basically, the case all came about when there was allegations of fraud. When they found the fraud allegations, the 4 cases came about. During the investigation for the fraud, officers extracted and reviewed cell phones and other devices and found the child pornography. The child pornography led to a further investigation, which there was kind of press release. Once Mr. Williams' name was out, several women came forward giving additional information. From those interviews, we were able to gain information about this.
What's wrong with your mask? It's distracting. It's real flippy. Do you need a new one?
If you're, I would like.
You can bend the bridge, but it looks like you're losing part of it. So just for my safety, but it's yours too. There was, I understand someone contracted COVID in the courtroom last week.
Understood. Thank you. Again, after the press release, women came forward, and that's how it led to us finding and interviewing the current victims in this case that did them previously, but they were on the way to.
So when did she come forward?
From my review of the case, we heard about it after the discovery of the child pornography in July 2020. And then after talking to her, she allowed us to find out that the case actually happened previously in 2019.
It's very general. So she came forward sometime after July 22. You don't know specifically when it was?
No, Your Honor.
You see how unprepared they are, y'all. And that was the third district attorney. So you can imagine now we had a fifth one. How are they going to come up with the story of what happened? Because they couldn't even get it together back in 23. Hopefully they got it together. And you see, they had to throw away the CPE charge because they couldn't put the story together, narrative that they could come up with on that.
I know that after the child pornography case came about, it was a press release.
I heard all of that. I was curious to know when she came forward after all of those things happened.
I know that was in the summer, probably.
Yeah, she say probably. I would say, how do you not know when the lady came forward with the story? Come on now.
Summer of 2023, actually.
Anything else?
That was further in the statement.
And the two grounds that you cited as the basis of your opposition were flight risk and danger to the community?
Flight risk, community, and risk of
Ms.
intimidation.
Taylor, slow down. Let me finish my question and stop talking.
He says, slow down, stop talking over me. Oh, ouch, ouch. Slow down, stop talking over me.
All right. My question was, were the two grounds you cited in opposition to bond, flight risk and danger to the community?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else?
Also cites risk of intimidation and potential to commit further felony.
Ms. Rondon, anything else on behalf of your client? Yeah, I feel better.
Your Honor, I would just also like
Of
to
course,
mention-
she denied the bond because he's still in jail. But that's what I wanted to show you guys, how unprepared they were back then, and they're still unprepared because they still don't have this stuff together. Still don't have it together, y'all. I'm telling you, they still don't have it together. I don't care what other bloggers are sitting there telling you, woo, 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 all that. Y'all, I'm telling you, they ain't got it together. That's why there's not going to be a trial on November the 12th. Anybody want to bet me on November 12th? There's not going to be a trial. Anybody want to bet me? I know the Nesto folks are in the bushes. One of y'all want to bet me? One of y'all want to bet me? Nesto clients? Y'all want to bet me? Anybody brave enough to bet me that there's not going to be a trial on November 12th? Come on out the bushes. Come out the bushes. Y'all in the bushes. Y'all want to bet me? Hey, V, plant lady. Hello, hello, hello. They don't want to bet me, do they? Now they leaving now. They jumping off. They were in the bushes. Y'all want to bet me? Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. And y'all keep saying that the state has been ready. No, they have not been ready. I'm telling you, they have not been ready. Look what they just did for Jeffrey's brother. That was a blank 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 blank. All right, I'm about to get off this live because everybody's sleeping, and I will see you guys later because I got stuff that I could be doing instead of sitting on the live, just trying to make conversation. Anyone would be foolish to go against you when you're the one in the courtroom. They may as well go on and pay you. V, shh, V, shh. They jumping off now. They jumping off. V, they jumping off. It took them this long, 2025, to indict that case, and they were talking about that case back in 2023. They just indicted it. Just indicted it. Just indicted it. Come on now. I know the hate is so strong for that man. Now, as far as the financial crime, he has a history of financial crime, and the likelihood is there. I mean, it is what it is as far as the likelihood based on his history. But this extra stuff like the CP and the SA, nah. They drum that up. They drum that up, and they can't even fulfill it because they're not getting enough evidence for that. They have to have evidence for that stuff. Is there videotape? Do they have videotape of him in the parking lot of Walmart to show her getting in the van and the what's the name, being forced to get inside of there? Do you see her coming out upset? I mean, you gotta have some evidence. You can't just say this person's. You gotta have, just like with the cash off, they had evidence. They had videotape. They had phone call records and all that stuff. Do they have all of that for Ernest's case? That's the question. They can't even get it together in front of Judge Edmund. They couldn't even get the question together. So what makes you think that their case is solid? That's what the haters of Nesto says, that the case is solid. Wooten got it. That's what, you know how they were bragging about how Wooten had the case all together. And, yes, he's got it. Y'all, you gotta have some evidence, y'all. Really. Do they have videotape? Or are they just trying to find a way to get him to take a plea? What kind of sleeping you doing over there, Kobe? Kobe, what kind of sleeping you doing over there? You had a bad dream? No, I didn't say treat. I said dream. He thought I said treats. He jumped up. So and remember, she's the young lady is supposedly the one that's supposed to be the witness. She has not in the what's the name, when they went to the jury, the grand jury, they didn't even, she wasn't even there. This is a story that the state gave. Remember, just listen to her what she just told Judge Adam. Did you hear what she just told Judge Adam? Well, after they had the mass media, she came forward. Let me just rewind that part for y'all. Hold on, since y'all. After they had the call, hold on, let's go. hold on. Let me rewind that part for y'all so you guys can hear what she said. How they came about with this new evidence with this young lady. They said that they had a media. Listen what she said. Hold on. She said that the lady came about after the media blast.
Was that a conviction in 2004, or has that case not been formally charged?
Oh yeah.
And let me just be clear, counsel, I'm not interested in cycles, I'm interested in felony convictions.
Yes, Your Honor. These are convictions that I'm relating to, Your Honor.
All right, so we have a 1990 armed robbery, a 1988 theft.
And in 1992 armed robbery again, Your Honor. There is also a 2006 false statement, guilty conviction, Your Honor.
All right, so let's go back to the 1988 theft case. Where did that occur?
In Fulton County, Your Honor.
Before what judge?
She don't even have who the judge was in the case. I mean, come on now. Talk about not being prepared. You're the state. You're the government. You're the DA. You're supposed to be prepared. You're not a new attorney like Rhonda. She could be expected to be sloppy and unprepared, but not you. You're the state. You got a whole backing.
Sentence.
Your Honor, because that case was in 1988, I do not have the full reading. I do know that he was sentenced to 4 years.
Now, you said because the case is in 1988, I do not have the full reading. Ma'am, but you brought it to the judge's attention, ma'am. You're supposed to have all that information with you when you're bringing it to the judge. You can't come half-stepping.
Probation, and that it occurred, the sentencing was in August of 1989.
And the 1990 armed robbery, what jurisdiction?
That was in Cobb County, Your Honor.
The sentence in that case?
Your Honor, I do not have the sentence for the Cobb County. I do know that it was a 10-year conviction.
Did the sentence continue?
Yes, Your Honor. 10-year.
She don't have the and remember, she was the third district attorney on this case. The third one. She was not the first one. She's the third one. I thought third time is a charm, but she still does not charming the judge. And the reason why the judge did deny his bond, because that is a serious charge. The judge do not want it on her hand to let somebody out that has been accused of of someone, and even if she don't feel that they are given enough information, she can't let it be on her hand. She don't want the blood on her hand that somebody's being accused of really messing with somebody, and then she let him out and then he goes do it again. That's one of the reasons why she definitely denied the bond. And you would too if you're a judge, because you don't know what the facts, you don't know the details behind it, and you don't want to be the judge that caused somebody to go back in the street and do something else to somebody, So that is one of the reasons why she denied the bond, because of the seriousness of the crime that he has been accused of. Okay. Not because of the brilliant work that the DA office did. No, because she's a judge and she has to be 100% sure that this person is not going to go out and do it again. And she was not 100%, because it's a serious crime. Okay.
We just suggested the state that going forward, when we have these kinds of hearings, the prior history is helpful to the court, and that includes the date of conviction, the nature of the charge, the jurisdiction, and the sentence. All of that information. I don't know what other judges need. That's what I need.
Thank you.
As to the 1992 armed robbery.
That was county. He was sentenced to 10 years.
So is that a concurrent sentence to the Cobb case?
It is, Your Honor.
And was it a straight custodial sentence?
It was 10 years of confinement.
Right, and when I say straight, was there any period of probation or?
No, you're right, it looks like it was straight custodial.
Finish my question, Ms. Taylor. All right, and the fourth conviction was what?
It was for giving false statements, Your Honor.
And also, his criminal background is another reason why the judge do not want to release him without a bond too. Because if you hear this, it's a lot of stuff. You have the armed robbery, you have there's 2 armed robbery and then theft by deception. You have all of those, and judge is not gonna just let him out like that unless he had no record and it's like his first charge and they had all this mixed up stuff like that. Then she would, give him a high bond, but not no bond, but that's and his history was not up to par. Okay.
Cobb County on August 9th of 2006.
The sentence?
It looks like he was sentenced to 1 year of confinement, Your Honor. Straight confinement.
What the jurisdiction for that one again, please?
That was in Cobb County.
Cobb. Anything else?
No, there are several pending charges. There are CP numbers. The state is intending to indict those in the next 30 days.
All right, I'd like to know a bit about those because when I look at the booking information, I have there quite a number.
Okay, now remember the CP situation? The judge is going to question her about that now. And listen to her answer. We just heard this, but I'm just trying to slow it down for you guys to hear it, okay?
You indicated cycles, but I'm unable to tell what the status of most of these cases is. So how many pending unindicted cases are there?
So there are 4 pending unindicted cases.
4 pending unindicted cases along with this one. So he had a total of 5 cases. 4 of them are unindicted, and this one wasn't even indicted yet. Okay, I think he only had 1 case that was actually indicted. This one here, they came before for the bond, and this one, it was pre-indictment, but this was like his first bond request. He hadn't even been indicted on this because you guys know the indictment just came on the 28th of August. He just got indicted for what they're talking about in 2023. So they still was not prepared. 2 years later, that's when they do an indictment. Come on now.
Cases, Your Honor. There were 2 others that were dismissed, but will likely be brought again. There's pending investigation on those cases, Your Honor.
Do you have the answer?
2 dismissed, right? But they're going to bring it back up because it's still pending investigation going on. Come on, folks. What in the world Fulton County is doing? Why are not working the cases? What is going on? Is it a staff situation going on? Or is people taking the money and using it into like Wade pocket? Is that what's going on?
Incident dates from the pending cases?
So one date was on July 12th. Another one was on
July 12th of what year?
I'm sorry, I'll start over. One case is September 27th of 2021.
All right, you're losing the counsel. Are we talking about July 12th or September?
I'm starting at September.
Date again, please. Can we pull the door up? I can't hear.
September 27th of 2021. It is a theft by deception case.
What jurisdiction, are all of these in Fulton? All right.
There is another case that is June 23rd of 2021. It is a theft by deception again. There is a case from July 7th of 2022. It is for possession of child pornography. And there is, if you're ready, there's also a case for theft by deception of June 4th of 2022, also in Fulton County, theft by deception.
So I guess the question becomes, if you contend that he's such a danger to the community and a flight risk, why do you have all these pending cases, particularly the one involving child pornography, that involves allegations of child pornography?
Yes, Your Honor. We've been in contact with the law.
Isn't that a good question that the judge is asking? If he's such a danger to the community, why they have not indicted him on the child P? Why? Why have you not indicted him on the child P yet? Why? Isn't that a good question, y'all? Y'all say he's such a risk to society and he's really, really, really a bad person. He's really a criminal, career criminal. Why haven't the child P been indicted yet? I need my Nesto legal analyst that's been doing all of this case analysis on Nesto. Can y'all answer that? The ones that's in the bushes. Can you guys answer that for me? Why have they not indicted him on the child CP? Why has that been thrown out? And why is it that they're just indicting him on the essay? Can somebody please tell me? Can y'all please tell me why haven't it been done? They could have added the CP in the RICO, because RICO they could have added everything, kitchen sinks, bathroom, toilet, all of that. They could add it all in there. So why have they not added the child CP? Why did they drop the child CP? Now that they got the approval from the judge and that everything could be searched, because remember they brought Shirley's truck in there. Why they have not done that? Could someone please tell me? Since this case is so concrete, the state is ready to go, and let's do this. Please, somebody, the ones that who's not scared to answer the question. I'll put the link in the chat so you guys could come on in, because I see y'all in the bushes, because y'all keep coming in and out of my bushes, so I can see my numbers going in and out. So please tell me. Tell me, why have there not been? Because y'all saying Wooten is ready, that he's ready. It's been the defense that's been stopping and not doing this. And please tell me, please tell me. You guys got some answers. Come on, give me some of the answers. The reason why. Are you guys scared to answer the question? Why have they not indicted the CP, the case of the CP? They could have added when they did the RICO, because remember RICO you can add anything. They added the bigamy. They added that in there, and the bigamy is something that was like way past the statute of limitation, because that was back in 2015 or 16. He got married to her, right? Why would they not put the child CP in there, which happened in 2019 or 2021? Why wouldn't they not put that in there? Especially there's such horrible situation like that with children, especially with children. Why would they not put that in there? That's probably a bad act. Somebody please answer the question. Please answer my question. I just need to know. I put the link in there for you guys to answer. You could even type it in the chat. Oh, my experts in those other channel. What about you? Come on, y'all. Y'all need to give me something. Come on. Give me something. Prove that Wooten is ready. Remember how y'all say he always praising Wooten, how ready he was? Why he has not put the CP in there? Because every time I mention something, they go and try to conjure up something and put it up, right? Because y'all say every time I pray for Ernest, he gets an indictment. Why haven't they done the indictment on the CP yet? Why haven't they done that? CP is a serious situation now. They're dealing with the children. Hello? Now y'all jumping off. Why y'all jumping off? Come on in here. Y'all scared? Or y'all just want to talk about me on another channel? I just need you guys to answer the question. That's all I need. I need you guys to answer the question. Give me some relevant answers to my question. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think Fulton County case is strong against Ernest? Really, really strong? I mean, the only case I could see them really having was the Shirley situation, but that's not even strong either because the evidence that they have is good enough for the motion, right? It's good enough for the motion because the judge is going by case law and it's not going by what evidence they have. He's going by case law, and Wooten gave some case laws that the judge agreed with, okay? And now if now remember, the defense can always appeal it. Did they say they're going to appeal it? Or how much time did the judge say he was going to give them to appeal it? And if they could come up with some laws, some case laws that show something different, we're going to see what's happening. Are you guys going to come in and answer the question? Are you guys going to come in to answer the question? I just have some questions for y'all because y'all the expert of how Ernest is going to spend the rest of his life in prison. That's what you guys said, right? If murder suspects in Fulton County is not spending the rest of their life on in prison for M, what makes you think it's going to happen with Ernest? They've been giving out probation like candy out of Fulton. I predict he's going to get out for time served. That's what I predict. Once they finally finalize and get everything together, he's going to have time served. Because he didn't murder anybody. He didn't do any aggravated assault. He didn't try to unalive anyone. And a lot of those things that they put under the RICO are past statute of limitation. So and the charges that he has, the most serious one is the R one. That's the most serious one. That's the most serious case he has is the R. Because the other ones is more of prostitution. The other ones. So the prostitution, you don't get a lot of time for that. But the R one, that is the one that's the worst of them all. So so since you guys are scared to come out, I'm gonna take my butt on off this live, and I guess they're gonna do a whole bunch of lives afterwards to try to debunk what I said. But I gave you guys an opportunity to debunk it right here. But I guess not. We will see. But don't waste your plane ticket if you're going to fly from another state to come to Georgia for a trial. That is not going to happen. Okay? I'm just giving you guys forewarning. Don't waste your money. If y'all notice, the times that I don't show up to court, nothing happens, right? The times I show up, something happens. That could give you an inclination of whether I'm right or wrong, right? That will give you that. So don't waste your money buying a plane ticket to come in November. It's not going to be a trial. I'm just going to tell you that. I'm going to give you a little tidbit assistant. In the calendars, they usually have like a final plea thing. If you notice, there's no final plea on there before a trial starts. You notice that? They had one in April, but that was discontinued because of Hoover having a trial to do, right? So if you go and look in the records thing, and then they have a 2-3 cases that was just added, and it just looked like they just threw it in there. There's no date for anything. There's no calendar for anything on that case. They don't even have the lawyers sign on that case. And you already know Hoover is the lawyer on there. So you guys got to try to, like do some deductive reasoning and say, okay, does this look like normal cases in Fulton County that's going to come about? Or is just something like a placeholder just in case? It's not going to happen. And now, as far as the Cobb County calls, I don't know whether or not they're going to stop earnests. I don't know, because I just saw somebody post that it's a bingo for earnest. I don't know if his attorneys has placed a stop. They should have put a stop on it. But what they did try to do, they try to go through the judge, and the judge cannot put a control over an area that they don't have control on, because Cobb County is a different district, is a different county, and a Fulton County judge does not have jurisdiction on another county's thing. That's why, remember when Judge Manning couldn't stop him from using the tablet, because that's a different courthouse. He couldn't stop. They have to have some sort of agreement with the judge there. So they have no jurisdiction. Now, what his attorneys can do is do like Mr. Steele and the others did. They went and contact Cobb County and let Cobb County know that this is an open case and they don't want any more calls or any more visits or anything to go out. That's what they should have did, because you're really not supposed to be able to get information calls on an open case. That is one of the restrictions that, remember I talked about it before in the FOIA. That's one of the restrictions that they should have had on there. Because when I tried to get that guy's case in Michigan, they told me I couldn't get it because it was an open case. That once it goes to trial, then you can get the calls. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because if you let calls out, that can be prejudice against that defendant, and that could be some sort of appeal thing, just in case a juror might have seen it. You know what I mean? So you kind of put some prejudice against that defendant by playing all his calls and stuff like that. Because remember, the DA talked about the calls and talked about him going to Dubai and stuff like that from the calls. So the calls have some nuggets of information in there, and that could be used against him from the point of a juror. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to take my butt off this live. It is 1:35. I've been on here for 1 hour and 35 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm going to go. All right, Kobe, you ready? Kobe got here the music, the ending music, and he knows it's time for me to go. See you guys later. Bye. Love y'all. And look, now one single one of y'all gave me a super chat or anything, and I'd be working hard. Right, Kobe? I'd be working hard, right, Kobe? Tell them, Kobe. Tell them. I've been working hard. Right? Thank you, Kobe. I work hard for this. All right. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pain. not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment